Hi guys, so Boris Johnson is desperate to distract the public from the disaster within his party and the terrible confidence vote result from last Monday. And he's throwing everything he can against the wall, hoping something will stick. And the latest harebrained idea is called benefits to bricks. It's a rehash of an old policy from the 1980s that Margaret Thatcher brought in called right to buy. And while back in the 1980s, perhaps it was a good idea, perhaps not, there are costs and benefits to right to buy, but this new idea isn't going to work. Now, the idea behind it is to allow people on universal credit the option of taking out a mortgage. So instead of spending their money on rent, they would spend it towards a mortgage. Now, it must be remembered that people on universal credit can have savings, but they must be below £16,000. Otherwise, they can't claim universal credit. But for example, if you wanted to purchase a home with the value of £160,000 and the down payment is 10%, then you probably can't apply to this scheme. Even if you had £16,000, you can't apply for this scheme unless something is going to change. And it seems banks, mortgage providers are not on board with this yet. So it may not actually go anywhere. Now, most people who are on universal credit are already struggling to get by, so they're not in a position to own a home. Many who are renting already have certain things paid for them: general maintenance, insurance on the building, and, for example, repairs. If your boiler's broken, your landlord will pay to have it repaired. But if you own the home and the boiler breaks, you have to pick up the tab. And if you're on universal credit and you're already struggling to pay your bills, this could be a nightmare. Now, back in 1985, when this right to buy policy came in, the average cost of a home in the UK was about £28,000. In the same year, the median household income was £23,000. So average home 28, medium income 23. But people on universal credit, for example, a couple on universal credit aged over 25 receive £525 a month for both persons. Okay, not each, both together receive £525. A mortgage for a home worth £200,000, for example, for 35 years is about £560. So universal credit would not cover the mortgage here. So even if there was a massive discount given, we're still talking about mortgage payments that are beyond the reach of most people on universal credit. This is not going to work. It's not designed to work. It's just another distraction. And unfortunately, many people will think it's a solution to their problems at the moment. Many people are renting. They want to get out of that. They would like to have their own home. They see rent as money down the drain. And the solution here is actually to build more homes, not to give people the option to purchase their home. This is not a solution to the housing shortage. You need to build new homes. But the problem for the Tories is where they want to build homes, their voters don't want those homes there. And the more they try to push it, the more they're pushing their voters, their normal voting base, towards the Liberal Democrats. So this is pretty much a non-starter. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.